Hi guys, hope everybody is doing really well today. Today is my 2-year anniversary, 16th of October today, 2-year anniversary of me collecting Baco tools since I bought my first 114 Baco pipe wrench from eBay. So I've done a 1-year review, which I picked up 300 items of Baco tools in a year, which is not bad. But obviously this year there's a lot less to buy because I had so much. So I count 66 items, some humongous and some small, some very cool items though amongst my 365 days of hunting. So today is the 16th of October in the afternoon, and I've just got out what I believe to be the items I've picked up this year and the success. So I'm going to briefly show you what I picked up, what are my best buys, best things I've managed to find. And let's get on with it. So I got this one off my buddy Tommie, which is the very first Baco ever made. This is a Baco Painton number 6. I don't know if you can see the number 6 there. It's sort of visible, but someone's drilled a hole. Now this is, you can see the Baco mark in there upside down. This is a magnificent beast, and it's the only one I've ever seen known in the world, and it's magnificent. So it's missing some of the parts which make it original, but it's a magnificent beast nonetheless. Magnificent. So I made a jaw for it. Originally it was just this part, and I've managed to find a thumb screw and a jaw and ground a jaw to fit, just for display obviously, and I need to put a proper pin in it. But it's a magnificent, and that is probably my 1 or 2 top pickups of this year. Thank you, Tommie. My buddy in Argentina, Martin Sozo, managed to find this wonderful number 98 advertised, I think on Swedish eBay. I think he put it out to me. So thanks, Martin, for that. This came off Martin as well. This came from Argentina itself. This is a number 12 Chroma double-ended Baco. Absolutely crisp as they come. Beautiful. One of the best condition tools I've got. This is from, you know, the 1930s, 40s. This is a beautiful double-ender. Real nice condition. I got, now the 50 series, I've not had much luck this year. Last year, I managed to get 4 of them. This year, I got 1, which was a double, and I got this in the US off my buddy Leslie as a swapsy. And now this, I did see 157, which I don't have, but I didn't win it because it went over £1,000. But this is a beautiful, beautiful example, and so I've got 2 of those now, which is good. It might come as a swap down the line. I got my first 400 series. This is a 472, which is a 10-inch. What makes this unique, apart from the cool design, which the design is similar to this is the Chroma series, and this is the Chroma also series. Now what makes this interesting, they've got a nut wrench in the handle. These weren't made for a long period, so they're quite sought after. Now I managed to get this one, which is a Primus Baco of Pele, I think, in Sweden. Thank you, Pele. This is a Baco Primus, I think, which is the stove part. I think it's from the 1980s, that. Now, I got these 2 bicycle wrenches. Very, very cool. Really nice. And I got those when I got that off my buddy Tommie in Sweden. So thank you, Tommie, for hooking me up. Also managed to pick this up on Shadera, which is a number 40. I did have one of these last year, but I polished it up at Scout Crafters in you know, encouragement, and I wanted one which was more like original finish. So I've got 2 now, a polished one and a non-polished one. Really good. I managed to find one this year, just one of the pin style, footprint style Baco pipe wrenches, the smallest size, the 121, which is a 6-inch. I'm just missing the largest size. Hopefully next year I might find it if I'm lucky. And I managed to find 2 sets of Baco spanners. This one's a complete set. This one is slightly off, but yeah, two sets as well. which is really cool. So these are some of the items. Let's show you what else I picked up. Let's get on with it. So here's some more items I picked up. I picked up quite a few screwdrivers this year. I managed to get these 1920s Swedish Baco Bakelite plasticky handle ones. You can see they've got Baco and they're the 283 and all the rest of it. Really nice. These are really sought after. I got all those in one job lot. Must have been someone's collection for a long period. This is a beautiful, this is another Baco number 98. This was from also from Argentina, from Martin, and it's an absolute beauty. And I can show you that in my 1920 catalogue, that it's here, the number 98, and also the screwdriver, which I'm about to show you. And this catalogue is from 1920, exactly when it was printed. Now here's the screwdriver, the Baco. And now this also came in the same, well, not the same exact lot, but it was also from the same seller. And then we managed to get these two, also the smaller versions, and then also a really cool aluminium 298. So, and that's got the Swedish mark crown on it. So did really well on screwdrivers. Really cool to get the number 98 from 1920. Really good. Now I did very well with the Baco Clyburn. I've managed to get a whole complete set. This one actually come today, and it's a replacement for this one, which is a bit in worse for wear condition, and someone's engraved their name down the handle. Is it this side? I'm not sure, but yeah, is it just on the face? Yeah, just on the face. But this one's really in lovely condition, so this will be in the next tool haul video. But this is a number 74, and that actually came yesterday, I think. And I managed to get this really cool Baco Clyburn 75, which is really rare, and that came from New Zealand from my buddy Adrian. So Adrian, big thank you, big shout out, and Martin again. But yeah, so managed to complete the full set of Baco Clyburn, and this is the Baco Clyburn at 70 to 75, 6 sizes. From 1920. They only made this series for 10 years, and that is a complete and full set, and I don't know anyone else who's got a complete full set of those. So I did really well on that. All right, let's move on to the next thing. So I also picked up some advertising items this year. I got this really cool one, I think it's a 100-year anniversary, 1892 to 1992, I think. 100-year anniversary plate, which was really cool. I picked that up in the UK. I got this fantastic cast iron candle holder from the Baco factory, and this is modelled on the Baco turbines for the blower, for the forge blowers they used to sell back in 1920. And this is an original cast iron piece from them. We also have some NOS Baco items in boxes. And we've got multiple Baco items, like the actual, you know, the hinges, jaws. We got the pins, which was originally from Baco. We've even got an original socket set from the 20s with the original cardboard box. These are, you know, full of jaws. You can put them back. I've took the lid off a couple of them. We've got a wonderful collection of Baco 85 are the offset ones, like that. So these are the jaws for the offset ones. Original NOS jaws. So lots of those. These are the 74s, which are the big boys, big jaws. So yeah, so they'll go, because obviously it's my intention one day to set up a museum. So all these original items in the boxes will really help with a museum. And most of these came from my buddy Pele in the US, Pele in Sweden. He's a big tractor guy, and I did a trade for him, so I'm really grateful for that. And then this came from America, of all places. My buddy Leslie pointed that out, so that was really good. Also, I managed to get 2 Baco stands. These 2 stands here, I didn't have them last year. The tools in them, I think I pretty much had them all last year, but not the Baco stands, which is really good. And then obviously we've got these items here, and then above here we have a bit higher up, we've got a Baco pipe wrench, pipe vise. Yeah, pipe vise. And then we have another Baco pipe. So we've got a 153 pipe vise and then a 172 pipe vise. Both of those are from around the 20s. And also up here, this Baco pipe cutter. This one is also new. And we managed to get another one of those 165s this year as well, which Alex from the Netherlands managed to get, which thank you, Alex. So yeah, we got some really cool big items. One of the biggest is this is one of 2 drills which we picked up this year. This is a number 400, and Alex got, I think, a 404, possibly 403, which is in my other garage, which I'm not going to show you, but it's basically a very similar to this but more restored condition. And this one is really cool. This one came from Sweden, from my buddy, and this is got the original 400 nuts, what do you call it, square nut drive, whatever, for the square nuts on the top to adjust it. So that's a really nice thing to have in the collection this year, and a big item to ship as well from Sweden. So really nice that. And then probably certainly last but not least, we got this really cool sticker which came from Alex. Alex found that in the Netherlands, and this is probably the pièce de résistance. Is an original 1920s advertising board with the original items. So we've got the very rare with the screw pipe wrench and then the slotted. We've got the offset, which we've got all the jaws for, and the double-ended, the double alligator, the pipe. The very first tool I got was one of these pipe wrenches. And obviously the actual clamps, and then the axe, the number 40, and the pipe cutters and stuff. So this is an original board, and this is the only one I've ever seen of this type. So I'll give you a quick overview of everything, all put together, so this year's and last year's, and you can see what I picked up. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. I'll show you what I got last year and combined with this year. All right, one sec. Right guys, so this is a overview of everything I've picked up in the last 2 years, the 60 odd items this year and the 300 or some items last year. So we've got up here, we've got the early 50 series, we've got the narrow handle, which is the second series of Baco, and then we have the double-ended alligators. We've got obviously the vices I've just showed you, the pipe vices, nothing Baco there. Then here we've got the double enders, 2 full sets I've managed to complete. We've got the smooth rounded shape, and then behind it we have the rounded shape, and then in front we've got the square shape. We've got the full set of alligators as from last year and the offset. We've got a full set of Clyburns and the other 2 series behind. We've got the vintage Baco display with the vintage Baco items in there from last year. We've also got the pipe vices. We've got 3 with the screws, just missing the 1, 2, 4 to complete. The wrenches are looking similar. We've obviously got the new edition of the larger early type, and then we've got the hatchets, 4 different versions of the hatchets, plus we've got the more recent 80s green handle stuff, ratchets and all the rest of it. The 2 displays plus the plaque we got last year was one of the gems last year, and the sign from Alex. And then we've got the plate and the candle holder and some other associated items, and at the top there we've got the Baco display sign. And then down below we've got the NOS drawer, which is looking a bit chocker full. Deep there under there there's more NOS tools in boxes. Eventually these will be displayed properly, but at the minute they're just stored away for convenience. But that's a fine looking drawer of NOS vintage items. We've got our Baco screwdriver drawer just here with all the aluminium, steel and rubber, very early rubber screwdrivers. And then we've got some books just there, which are Bacos. And then here we've got mostly bicycle tools and pipe wrenches. We've got the very earliest 1895 pipe wrenches. This one's very, very early, and this one's very, very early as well. And then obviously we've got, I think, 5 sets of the spanners, bicycle tools of various different types, chain cutters and all the rest of it. So yeah, we've done quite well this year. Not as well as last year, unfortunately, but obviously that's to be expected. A big thank you to Adrian and to Martin, to Alex and to Pele and Tommie and Leslie. I think those are the 6 people who have helped me find items this year, but I'm sure there's somebody I'm missing out. But yeah, massive thank you to those for finding me these items. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video of me showing you. It's more of a record of how, you know, how the collecting is going. All right, thanks for watching if you got this far. Take care, have a wonderful day. Bye. Also, PS, I'll put a link below to last year's video, so if you want to check it out, feel free.